Characters like the ones inside here? Or you
Not
got split
those
personality?
ones.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
But no, like my family is crazy. Like, but not in like a normal way,
okay,
right?
okay,
It's
okay,
not
okay.
they're not
Right.
ratchet or
Like
anything.
VH1 crazy. Okay.
But you know,
right.
I'm a
What's up with these
PK.
sound effects
Clink,
right
clink.
now?
Right.
She's just showing off. I'm a PK, so a lot of people have a misconception of what preachers are and their kids, and what it is that y'all think it is completely different, especially in Baltimore City. Okay, everybody is not Jamal Bryant. And to actually see just my father and the things that he does and deals with every day in itself is just it's comedy. So yeah, my reality show would be lit, and then like my personal life is just it's always something going on.
Always Oh, I know.
I mean,
Isn't there a show on that deals with
reality show about PK kids?
it's not real.
It
It's
can
not.
be, because I'm too. Well, my grandparents are pastors, so yeah, my life is real lit.
Oh, so you a GPK?
Yeah, that all that. Like Cabbage Patch Kid.
I mean, and I didn't grow up like normal PKs, you know, where they were like super guarded and they couldn't do anything and they had to be in church every hour of every day. That wasn't my life ever. I was not forced to go to church. I mean, I went every Sunday, but I didn't have to go to Sunday school. I didn't have to go to every service. Like my parents, you know, I started partying when I was 14.
Well, I used to sneak out because I was forced to go to all the stuff, and I also ministered at church, so I was dancing, and I used to be like, all right,
He was dancing.
let's go play inside the baptism tub. So that was me.
What kind of dancing? I mean, they have choirs, but what you mean dancing? Like
I was a worshiper.
Yeah, there's
I used to
worship.
do
There's
that
worship
too.
dance teams in some churches.
Okay. I
I
thought you
used
meant
to
like
do
they
that.
had
I
like
wasn't bad all my life.
because they got poles and pillars that hold up the ceiling. So I thought you
Yo, they not that
like
wild.
maybe he was dancing
No.
around the
He
pillar.
tried it.
You know.
I mean, I used to sneak away
Get some
after I
tips.
did my little two-step praise the Lord. I used to
Oh,
go
she-
to the side.
She'll teach you how to do Baltimore two-step.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
so
does
I
every
do.
song that plays.
Oh,
I
yeah,
do
don't know
everything.
about that. I could be my feet, but I don't know.
That's the DC thing.
That's the
yeah, she got
DC
DC
thing.
Baltimore. Beat your feet and two-step. That's a competition right there.
I'm not
Yeah.
competing. I'm too old. I don't be out of breath.
Okay, well, Tay, what about the rest of your life, though? Because you said it's lit.
It is.
So if you had cameras following you, what else would they see?
They would see my crazy kids. They would see my siblings. My crackhead uncle.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, my life is really it's colorful. So yeah.
Tay does a lot. And plus, like, the whole modeling side, too, because people would see into that, and that's crazy, too.
Well, I don't do much these days, but if I did, it's crazy. Yeah. I seen the weirdest titties. That's another story.
You mean do modeling?
Yeah. I think I told you. I seen them
Did
shit
you?
like pyramids, and it was just
No.
it was no boob. It was just nipple. I ain't tell you.
But what you mean pyramid?
Wait, like
nipples
the
on
whole
pointy?
area
It
was just
like
nipple
triangle.
area.
It was just protruding nipple. Like I've
Oh,
never
wow.
seen boobs like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Was she flat? Was she flat chested?
Yes. I'm a show you.
Oh no.
Protruding nipple. That has to be some type of a syndrome.
I think she should get a check for that because it's gotta be a disability.
I told you I don't like breasts, but either way, you know.
Well,
But even if I was, I don't
I
like
want to
breasts
say,
because they
yeah.
look like eyeballs, and I
No,
they
they
stare.
don't.
They always
They
stare
do
at me.
look like eyeballs.
Yeah,
but
I
said
don't
something
think
to
they
her.
look like eyeball. Well, mine.
Not
I
that
said,
much.
if you don't have boobs looking like that, you have to get them pierced. And she was like, I hate you.
Oh.
I hate your boobs.
That would have been funny as a
Ooh.
kid. So
Ooh
that would've been a
wee.
mess.
You think boobs look like eyeballs too?
I do not. I enjoy boobs. Thank you so much.
Don't mean you
And
can't
I'm
enjoy
sure
eyeballs.
boobs enjoy you.
It's just like someone staring at you. Like, take it off. Take them off.
No,
Like,
it's
give
you
me-
staring
give me
at
some
them.
space.
That's the difference.
Well, maybe they scare me. Either way, they don't blink, so they just
They don't blink.
it just stares the whole time. Like, damn, I feel like pressure.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of which, we are getting into something that's very close to pressure in just a little bit, but
Foreshadowing.
I didn't tag that in on purpose.
Foreshadowing.
But Jerry, what would your show be about? I feel like I kind of know, but I don't know. But you
But
take
what,
it.
okay, so you say you kind of know. So like,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I mean, I think you would definitely have the cameras following you around doing different like auditions and gigs, and certain ones it would be good to see actors and entertainers who even don't get gigs to see what it's really like.
Probably that would be
it's disappointing.
That would be half. I think
no, it is. I'm not trying to shove.
I was about to say like, what were you trying to say? I'm a disappointment.
We
like,
know that it's disappointing when we don't get gigs.
It is.
I mean, yeah, because like you know the saying, you hear like 1,000 no's before you hear a yes. But I think that would be half of the reality show of like, you know, me going on auditions and you know you seeing like me like getting in the process. You don't see me going in the room, like coming out the room, like the trip ahead, like the calls I'm making, and you know the people that I talk to, like me going to class and all of that type of stuff.
Or somebody say, "Hey, Jalen."
I was about to say the other half would probably be like me and my brother hanging out, like just you know stuff in my family. Like my whole family lives in one house at the time, so it's like. It's my parents. It's all of my brothers. It's little kids in there, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
That would be good though. That's what makes TV. It's all that chaos.
It would make it would make TV. Mm-hmm. I'm not. Shoot, I told my family, I'm like, yo, y'all know I'm about to like script this whole thing. I'm not gonna make it reality. Like this is scripted.
It's gonna be scripted TV.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all better watch what you say. Actually, you know what? No, don't watch what you say, so it can go in the script.
Yeah.
Just let it fly. Let it fly so we can get a bag in a couple years.
Because all coins matter.
All coins
Hashtag.
matter.
So, but I think we would have to, because we're all on the show, we would have to incorporate something without the box, of course.
Hell no.
I want people.
Ooh, that was emphatic. Joking. That was emphatic and with impunity.
She took my breath away.
Woo.
Hey.
No, that of course
we would have to, because all the guests that we have on the show, and
even out behind the scenes,
oh my gosh, especially behind the scenes stuff. And we don't.
Y'all should have had a camera on the cruise.
Oh
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should
have had one in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Bitch, oh no, I'd have gotten in trouble.
We'd all been in trouble, honey. I can't do nothing right now at the law. I got about another 10 months. So we won't be doing that. But you know, that's good stuff. I think entertainment is big nowadays. But you gotta have stuff that's going to attract the viewers. Unfortunately, most viewers are gonna want to see drama. They're gonna want to see fighting. They want to see just all the bitching and complaining. So as long as you sprinkle a little bit of that, y'all be good. Well, you got it. You do.
Wow.
Dang.
No, in a good way. You have it. You are funny, and you be cussing out people and your damn kids sometimes. You have it. I ain't worried about your show. You got top ratings, so yeah. Okay. Yeah, and she stabbed me. But I think the biggest thing.
Okay, you know what? Maybe her reality show could be like how she keeps it all together. Like she keeps it all together.
Nobody caught
that. It might just be 1 or 2 times when she pop off, but like
her kids would make it entertaining. Let me tell you, I love her kids. Her boys. She was supposed to bring her baby girl here today, but she didn't.
We didn't have that discussion.
I just assumed. I haven't seen her baby since it was in her belly. I wanted to see her daughter.
If she lick a mic, you gonna be like, get out.
I would have laughed. I mean, she would have probably got something, but that's you have to go home and take care of her. People's mouths and throats be all over this thing. But
oh boy.
Yeah. Anyways, before we get into our guests, because we do have a special guest, guys who are viewing, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into that, I do want to ask you another question really quick. Now, we all make mistakes. It's 2020, right? So we're trying to make less mistakes, but that's kind of how we grow, I think. Do y'all believe that or no? I think you grow from learning. You
learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
If that's your mindset, there's a lot of people that
True. Some people
you don't just go out and make mistakes on purpose. Like,
well, no, that's just being ignorant.
No, but it's a lot of people that don't learn anything. They don't. That's not their mindset.
That's true.
It's just,
that's true. And it's repetitive. Yeah.
But okay, what are you going to do to not do the same thing again? Right. They don't think that far in advance.
Well, until that one thing happens that really sets it off. I think we all have at least 1 or 2 things that we've done that we'll never forget because it was either a huge disappointment or just a flat out fucking mistake. Right. So let's go around the table real quick. I'm gonna start off with you, Tay.
What?
I want to know like what is one thing that happened. Maybe it's not a mistake, quote unquote, but however you want to label it, that you just wish you could take back that never happened. Like, this ain't happened in my life.
Okay, that one time when I was like 17, I don't want to talk about it. It's like I egged my grandparents' neighbor's house, and I threw like it was like Thanksgiving, and I threw like the dirty chitlin parts on their house.
On the house.
Wow. I want to take it back because the dog died and I cried. I was sad.
The dog died, but not because you egged him.
I hell out of that dog because the dog. Okay, first of all, the dog name is Spanky, and it used to bark all the time.
Oh my god, I don't like that name.
So,
did he die because you was throwing eggs at him?
he died years later.
Oh,
so you did what Rasputia did to Lloyd. You ever seen Norbit?
I did, but what does Rasputia do?
She ran Norbit over with. I mean,
Oh yeah, she
Lloyd
ran over
with
the dog.
Dog.
Yeah.
All he would do was bark.
All I
Oh,
did
but
was
she.
egged it.
But Tay can
Because
tell
he
you
bit
about.
my ankle. Like Spanky wasn't a great dog when he was. God bless his soul, but I got him really good. And the neighbor was like,
Damn.
"Oh my God, somebody put an egg on Spanky's head." I was like, "Yeah."
Now don't get it twisted though. Tay has run over some animals.
Yeah, we talked about
And
this
yeah, we did talk about the last time. She hit rabbits, turtles. What else you
I
hit?
take that back.
Y'all are
The
really.
time the turtle crunched under my car.
Yeah,
I
you can
take
hear
that
the
back
crunch.
too.
Oh
I
my
cried real
gosh,
bad.
that poor turtle.
The only thing I didn't
Because
do
that's
was
his home
again.
too. You done took his home away from and his life. Damn, he ain't got shit left.
So you making me feel bad again.
Man,
But I.
probably broke his little neck.
I regret egging in people's house and throwing
Okay.
toilet paper on top of the chitlins because it's stuck.
But you,
And-
but you was 17. We do stuff like that at 17. It ain't bad.
but for the reason it was bad. The dog barked at me like.
Oh, so you did all that to the
40
house
year
because of the dog.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
And it's a really big house.
Oh damn.
It took some arm work. I think it's like in my muscles.
You had some friends helping you out.
My cousins. It was
Okay.
Thanksgiving, so
Oh,
it was like,
Oh.
we either gonna throw these pies or throw the chitlins.
Oh,
And they
shit.
was like,
The pies are too much. That's because you might slip and just drop it on yourself.
I thought if we threw the pies, like it's gonna make a big mess, but the chitlins did the job. And the toilet paper, so.
Damn.
I take it back.
Horrible.
That was disrespectful. Shit.
Okay, look at her, grown,
Yeah,
and she grew from that experience.
I did a little bit.
JoJo,
I mean, mine is always the same.
what's that?
Getting married at the age that I did. It's. I mean, that's
What
the
age?
biggest
What
thing.
age did you get married again?
I was 23.
Okay.
You know, and the person that I married, if I could take that back, that was a huge mistake. Huge.
I didn't know we was going there, but since we talk about marriage, I ain't married,
Wow.
but my baby daddy, like, he blows me. I was gonna run him over, right? But I didn't do it. I could have. I took it back, but I didn't. But I mean, carry on.
Damn. But I mean, carry on.
that is my
Alright.
biggest regret. Everything else, you know, I can live with it, and I've had to swallow some big L's, carry around some big L's, but I think that was the biggest of them all. If I could turn back the hands of time, I would have never done that. Because I think it's more so the stigma that it carries. Like, I did learn a lesson, but I'm going to always be remembered as, in certain circles, you was married and I don't want
And that
like,
shit's on your record.
Right.
Marriage
That's on
is
my
it's
fucking record.
paperwork. It's legal.
I don't think
It's
people
on
understand the
record.
severity of marriage. So
Oh, child.
Yeah.
you was young, so yeah.
Yeah, you was young.
Yeah.
You was young. What
Want
about
me
you,
to egg
Jared?
him?
You
So you want me to egg him?
The eggs and chitlins. She got you with the eggs and chitlins. Jared, what you think?
All right.
What?
I think both of y'all know mine, but Tay doesn't know. So I'll actually put it out there on the show and talk about it.
Okay. I know. Yeah.
I'll take back that I never would have gotten arrested. I should never gotten arrested.
Tank!
Shut up.
True.
Nah, what was it? It was 2018. I got arrested for a DUI. I should not have been in the car, even though I felt. The story was like I went out with a couple of friends. I didn't plan on like really getting that turned, but I guess I did. But I had went back to a girl's place to go to sleep, and I woke up around 4:00, and I was like, all right, I'm good now. Like I'm coherent. I'm a ride. And I wasn't, because the cop pulled me over and it was like, you was riding dangerously close to like, the edge of the line, and I was standing right there and you could have hit me, and I was like, no, I wasn't. We good. And then he, takes a breath and everything. He said, you like twice over, like 2.5. And I'm like, damn, are you sure? Because I can see. But but yeah, I take that back. I wish I never would have done that.
And I think the lesson is we can attest to as well.
Yeah, the lesson is
don't do the breathalyzer if you get caught.
Oh,
don't do the breathalyzer.
No, you get more in deeper trouble.
You can refuse.
You can refuse.
Right, like you can refuse.
Well, you can refuse.
If you
listen,
but that's more expensive when you do refuse.
No, I'm about to say no, it's not.
I know.
They have nothing on record.
It is very expensive.
Nothing on record.
When you do refuse, it is very expensive.
But it's easier to fight.
It costs.
I know.
It's easier to fight.
Do you know how much it costs to get a lawyer?
Trust me.
Okay, well,
I went broke. The broke.
Yeah, the lawyer breaks the bank.
Yes, the lawyer does.
The only thing that I feel like the benefit, it sucks also if you refuse is you get your license taken away for at least 6 to 12 months, usually a year in Maryland. So you have to weigh out your options there. But if you know you're going to blow and it's going to be fucked up, you might want to think twice before you do that.
But that's the thing. In my experience, I didn't know anything. I was just
did you have to do the sobriety test?
Yeah. No, here's the funny part. I passed the sobriety test. I passed it. And even the lawyer, he looked at my, my file and everything. He was like, "You passed the sobriety test and you was twice over." And I was like, "Cause a nigga good like that. That's why."
So you could afford
it. Cause I told you I was good driving. It was just the breathalyzer that rigged.
No, well, they also
but when they took me back, because they took me back to the station,
rigged, right?
And it was higher. When I went back to the station, it was higher, and I was like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, they
it was the anxiety.
Probably.
When you go to the
what the hell are you doing?
God damn! You did deserve.
Story of life behind bars. Look, life behind the wheel.
Next,
but you know what? But you know what? It happens to the best of us, and a lot of people, believe it or not, have DUIs. So
yeah, and that's
the only thing that sucks is it won't go off your record, which does suck.
That does suck. And it just like took time off of my career and stuff because I couldn't do certain things.
Right.
So.
Right.
But it's whatever.
And you don't want to abuse that because then you can get in more trouble.
It's whatever. I'm still here, and the cops didn't kill me.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a blessing.
Blessed. Okay, well, Tay, you know about this experience. You guys do too a little bit. So it's kind of a two-parter. I'll make it really quick. But as of many of you know, back in 2016, I had an interesting opportunity to meet my biological father in real life, and it was on TV. It was called Finding My Father. And I would take that back personally.
Wait, so you said yes and you did it?
Yeah, I did it.
Okay.
We met for the first time on camera.
Okay.
Yeah. But he didn't turn out to be the guy that I thought he was, and he was in a really bad place I didn't know when we were filming. So the more I found out about him, the more I found out that he's not a good guy. And overall, I realized that I actually hurt a lot of people in my family by doing that on national TV. But then again...
By finding him?
Yeah.
Probably more so reconnecting.
Yeah, because he was kept a secret from me for 26 years. Yeah. So I didn't find out about him until 2 months before doing the show, agreeing to do the show. But there was a reason why they kept him out of my life and didn't want me to know he existed. Mm-hmm. So I found all that after I met him. I found out about the reasons as to why. But for the fact that I did hurt my family and I didn't want to disrespect my dad, who I call my dad, who raised me, and it definitely hurt him to know that I did that, and I don't,
Wait, it hurt him to know that you went to find him, or that you did it on national television?
Well, he didn't see the show. He didn't watch the show, and he didn't know about it until like a long time after, because nobody in my family told him, because they knew it was gonna hurt him. But he was sad and emotional that I found him because he thought I was gonna build a relationship with him and make him my new father figure in my life.
Oh.
Okay.
And my biological father ruined my other father's life and had an affair with my mom, so it kind of got to be like a bad mix there, and there was a lot of crazy stuff that happened.
I'm sure.
So it just brought up a lot of stuff underneath the rug. It just brought it all back up, and it was hard.
That sucks.
Now I just found out last Friday that my bio father died. I just found out.
Really?
Not to be mean, but I don't have any feelings because he wasn't in my life.
Because you didn't know him.
And we stopped talking 2 months after the show.
Really?
Yeah.
He seemed like on the show. He seemed like a real cool.
Y'all stopped talking on his account or yours because of your family?
Both. I mean, after we did the show for 2 months, we kept in contact over the phone. We never met back up again, but we called like each other like maybe once every 2 weeks. He ended up, he was a bad alcoholic. Like, he was in rehab most of his life. About at least 30 years of his life he was in rehab. So he was struggling with that, with drugs and alcohol, and he was back on drinking heavily. He got evicted from his home. He tried to persuade me to come live with me. And I was like, no. First of all, I don't know who you are. Second of all, that's when I had my foster kid, and I was going through that process. Like, this is not a good look because you're an alcoholic. And I wasn't trying to be mean, but it didn't work. It wasn't blending very well. And then he was trying to get money, wanted me to help pay some of his bills because he got kicked out. And it just wasn't good. Then he ended up in jail for, I think, 16 months.
After the show?
Yeah, because he ended up putting a police officer in the hospital.
Wow.
When he was drunk, he smashed his car into a police car when the police was in it and injured the officer. And the officer was in the hospital for like 4 months. So he was in jail for a little bit of time because he didn't have a license, and that situation happened, and he was a known alcoholic. So he was in trouble. But I mean, shout out to that side of the family, and in a sense of like my condolences. I do feel sad, but I don't have much feelings towards it. But I do wish I didn't do that on TV. If I would have met him, I should have just did that on my own time. You know what I mean? But the only thing to that is I didn't have any of his information, and no one in my family did either. So without the show, I would have never met him because they had a private investigator involved on the back end of the show. I would have never met him. So, I mean, it's kind of a good thing, but it kind of sucks, you know. It's like bittersweet.
Well, I mean, it was a good thing because you got information.
Yeah,
prior to that, you probably would have never known any of this. And you would have been, you know, like always wanting to know. And then if he did pass away, then you would have really felt like, well,
I never got a chance to meet him.
You know, but at least you got that, and you got what it was, and that's the good out of it.
Tay got some airtime too. Tay was there. We had a little club scene where I was performing, and she was in the front row.
Is that when you was
rapping? Yeah.
Oh no.
And Tay was in the front row cheering.
I came out here again.
Yep.
You always got me out here.
Baltimore, can't get away. But yeah, that was it. Craziness. But I'm gonna bring the mood back up because it seems like everyone's like a little mellow now. So let's bring it back up.
Let's talk about like things that like we
hype
should
it up.
have done
Let's
and
hype it
whatnot.
up.
Like,
Everyone's good. So we are gonna take a quick break. When we get back, we have a special guest coming to the table with us. Mr. Pacino is in the building with us today, and we actually want you guys to take a look at one of his newly released tracks called "Pressure" that we're gonna play for you right now.
Bang bang.
Stay tuned.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't make a sound. I feel on her booty is brown. She climbing, so making her yell. A home run, I cover her down. Don't make a sound. I feel on her booty is brown. She climbing, so making her yell. A home run, I cover her down. Yes, sir. I got pressure. 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 I'm turning this bitch up. 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 Feeling myself for sure. Diamonds stay wet, boat. Know that I'm blessed, hope. Double that crack coat. Give her the best stroke. She give me the best stroke. I'ma be like a set hoe. She letting her stress go. She so sentimental. She give me a mantle. And I'm out like a dental. Try the bitch like a rental. She don't know what she in for. And the cheeks like a dimple. Energy like a Red Bull. I'ma switch to the tempo. I kill it a homicide. And at night when I come alive, I pull out, I don't come inside. Beat it up with my thumb inside. Put on the show like it's televised. Don't fall off when it's time to ride. We go up like a fucking flight. Go up like a fucking fly. Don't make a sound. I fell on her booty, it's brown. She climbing, so making her yell. A home run, I covered her down. Don't make a sound. I fell on her booty, it's brown. She climbing, so making her yell. A home run, I covered her down. Yes, sir. I got pressure. having a hell of a time. Ease my mind, no stress when shit get tight. It's alright, baby, it's alright. It's alright, baby, it's alright. Living a life, having a hell of a time. Ease my mind, no stress when shit get tight. It's alright, baby, it's alright. It's alright, baby, it's alright. I'm blessed, yeah, stress less. I ain't losing time. I was reckless, heck yes, but now I'm doing fine. Went from restless, stressing from all them sleepless nights. Lost my best friend back then, couldn't find peace inside. Now I got peace of mind. I give you a piece of my mind. Cross my heart and hope to die. In this world, it's do or die. I was too cool to cry. Right now, I'm just too alive. So stopped in the number. Right now, I'm just losing sight. Jump in the Benz and cruise the ride. Still the moon, the view is nice. Drinking my cup is cool with ice. Focus on who gon' do you right. Give my heart that's too polite. I know you ain't finna use it right. You know you ain't finna use me right. I gotta take care of me. Ain't no fear in me. I drop to my knees. I pray all the time. I know that he hearing me. I stay out of sight. I stay out of mind. I gotta spread my wings. Yeah. Living a life, having a hell of a time. Ease my mind, no stress when shit get tight. It's alright, baby, it's alright. It's alright, baby, it's alright. Living a life, having a hell of a time. Ease my mind, no stress when shit get tight. It's alright, baby, it's alright. It's alright, baby, it's alright.
That was good. Pressure.
I was over here bobbing to it.
It was good. I mean, let's talk about pressure, right? So, give us the background of that track.
So pressure. I don't really write the music. I just go in the morning, however I feel, just start putting.
So it's straight flow. It's
straight
just
flow.
Okay. Good.
So that morning, me and my producer sitting there, he just started playing with the beats and all that, and then I just started humming like a little melody. And I came up with, yes sir, I got pressure. Start repeating it. So we did that part, and then I came back another day and did the second half.
Oh, okay.
So basically, I said let's put it together because the first half I'm talking about applying pressure like sexually, turning up, all that. The second half I'm talking about pressure being applied to my life.
Okay.
So I got the black and white cover, so it was like one side is like you see this side is white, you know what I'm saying? It's bright lights. You see that I'm turned, I'm lit. You see the other side is dark. It's a darker side. So that side is me saying everything will be all right. And that's why I'm applying pressure in the first half. You feel what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah.
I feel.
It's deep.
I feel.
It's deep.
Yeah.
It's deep.
So how long have you been in the music industry, creating, writing?
I've really been rapping since I was like a child. My father, he used to rap and all that. He got on more to like the drug scene. I just did my thing. I wanted to be like him. I thought he was so cool and all that. So I've been rapping since I was a child. I was getting in a lot of trouble, so my mom put me in my room. I started writing and shit. I just write whatever happened that day. Why I got suspended? Why I stole off on this? You know what I'm saying? And then around, let me see, high school I tried. I came back, tried again around like 24. I'm 30 now. Okay. A lot of people say you 30, you trying to do it again. I'm like, yeah, I'm 30. Like,
I mean,
that's a good age though. That's ain't no problem.
I was about to say like people pop off at different ages. Some people they pop off at like 13. Some people pop off at like 37.
There's artists in the industry who are
really
over 30.
It's all about the look.
It's about the
look.
It's a lot more.
That's it.
I feel like
you got a younger look to you, so it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, because you said 30, and I was like,
I just turned 30 in November.
Okay, happy belated.
Yeah, happy belated.
But I look at it like this. I was immature, so I believe in God. I feel like God wouldn't put me in a position to use my talent at that time because I was so immature. I wasn't ready for this type of stuff. You was kind of not sorry to interrupt, but you was like blocking your own blessings. I was blocking my own blessings. You know what I'm saying? So timing is everything. I was getting in trouble with all that bullshit. Now, I'm level headed. I feel good. I'm right. And that's why pressure is so important.
Pressure. So how long did it take you overall to write that song and to finish it? I mean, like finish production on the song, record everything.
What is that?
Probably like an hour max.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
That ain't bad at all. And it's a good ass song. That's good.
Appreciate you.
I like that song, yeah.
I was saying, right, it's definitely the look. Cause no lie, last night I was looking at what the fuck was I looking at? Vlad interview with Lil Boosie. Okay. And so I'm watching Lil Boosie. He's so funny to me. And I was like, man, he looks old as hell in the face, like right now. So I just was like, how old is?
Like, what are you talking about?
He has, but
Boosie
he does not look his age.
Yeah.
Like he looks way older. And same thing with Moneybagg Yo. I feel like Moneybagg Yo looks like he's a strong 40. Okay, he is only 27. Okay, like it's not even. It's literally like the look. If you have the look, it doesn't matter how the fuck old you are.
Yeah.
And if you got the sound that is marketable right now, it doesn't matter how the fuck old you are. So, no. So if somebody say you 30 trying to do it again, like that's not even what it's about nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
I don't hear none of that anyway.
Well, good.
No.
People try to tear you down. Be like,
Yeah.
I do have a question. Speaking of like other artists, who is somebody that I don't want to say look up to, but somebody that you admire their hustle or their story, or just somebody you would want to work with one day?
You know how I really want to work with Juicy J.
oh, that's a good one. That's a good
call
one.
me that back in.
I want to work with Juicy J.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I just got that. Wait a minute.
I'm just gonna put these on the side real quick.
Appreciate you. You must say pass the Crown Royal.
Do we got a tile or something? Because oh, that's Jared.
Oh, that is good for me.
But then I became celibate. So
He said a shot, so.
Celibate.
So nobody calls me that.
You mean selling it? Okay.
I'm celibate.
Well, you selling it? Okay. Well, I got you selling it.
Y'all mind if I ask a question real quick? Because you said
J.
Juicy J, and I know in a recent interview, I think it was a clip. He said this coming off fresh of what was the young boy that just passed away? Juice WRLD. He said it's off of Juice WRLD's death. He was like he feels that he contributed to like all of these artists like using perks and Xannies and like the drug culture, and he took a step back from it, saying that like from now on he's gonna try and like clean up his music a little bit, so that way he's not contributing to that culture. I wanted to know like what are your thoughts about that, or about like other artists like really getting head deep into perks and Xannies and popping pills and all of that.
I mean, I can't talk down on any of it because I was heavy on like around the time I was coming up, Future and everything. I was that's what I was listening to, and yeah, I was popping beans. I was doing all that. I was lit. That's what I was on. I would never talk down on it, but at this point right now, I understand where he's coming from as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Trying to right his wrongs. Because right now, what we put out, the kids get. The youth get like right now. I got the pressure charge going on. It's a bunch of kids. I'm looking at it like, damn, I'm rapping about this and they dancing to it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But it's just everything's about branding right now.
Yep.
So that's what's going to sell. I'm not going what's going to sell.
Right.
It's to the household. It comes back to the household. So if you got a strong household and they telling you, all right, son, don't do this, or all right, daughter, don't do this, and that's there. Artists got to do what they got to do. Yeah. It's a business.
Very true.
So,
I respect that.
Well, I want to know like Juicy J. That's different. I've never heard anybody say that.
Yeah, we haven't heard that
like,
before.
Why?
Actually.
What about Juicy? Tell me.
He was lit.
Like I said, I remember being at a house party and the cops couldn't pull up to like the house because there was so many people outside, and they shut the party down and all that. So I decided I'm gonna just pull my car up front. And Juicy J started playing it, and I had a whole party on top of my car outside the party. I'm standing on top of my car. I got like 3 girls twerking outside my car. I see the police trying to get up to me, but they can't. So we just had like a whole block party.
Wow. Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
It's like before we go to jail, we gonna rock this out one time.
Juicy J is my man, but my babysitter when I was young, she was playing Juicy J.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
And as I got older, he was talking about 20 years in, and I still went. I'm like, damn, I'm still listening to Juicy J. So it's like,
So he was in your diaper jamming.
Yeah.
He was like jamming, yeah. In the Pampers. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I have a one-off random question. How many tats you got? Because I love tats. Tats are life. So how many tats you got? Because you got a lot.
One big tat.
It's one. What you laughing at, Tay? She's behind you.
But they all
It's
connect
connected.
right now, so I just say
Okay.
it's one big tat.
How long? When's the first time you got a tattoo? Like, how old were you when you first got the?
16.
Oh, you were 16. Okay, that's about right. Yeah. You have any recent ones? Any add-ons to it? Like in the past year or two?
I got this rose right here.
Okay.
It's a cover up.
Okay. What was underneath it before? I'm nosy.
It's my ex.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, sorry, X. Oh, you've been covered.
You
But
know.
Rose.
Never mind.
What?
Nah,
Where you
Wait,
got?
this is
Where you
inside.
got? Where you got a tat at?
I don't have any tattoos.
Oh,
My
okay.
skin it's a virgin
It's
skin.
saved. Okay, she got
What you
saved
about to
skin.
say? What you about to say?
No, so I had I dated this guy, right, who felt like he got my name big as day right here.
Nah.
And you know,
damn.
I don't
and
do
this, you know,
names.
seriously, right, big as day. And we have not been together since my fucking freshman year of college, and that was back in 2005. And I ran into him the other day, and he still has that goddamn tattoo.
You never got a cover?
Tattoos all over the place. I'm
Oh,
like, why is
wow.
that still there? And what do you tell your baby's mom? Like, I'm your
Right.
cousin
Wow,
or something?
yo.
Like,
I'm gonna take up for him. When you a man, you got a bunch of tattoos. You don't really think about it that much.
shit,
I
you
went
need to
like
think
3
about
years
it.
with this.
I said you need to take that off ASAP.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I can dig it.
Damn.
I don't know if I would tattoo any girl's name, even if it's
It
my
was
wife.
the Juicy J.
I don't know about that.
Names is a
Just-
danger zone.
No,
I heard that.
I'm just
Waterworks.
saying, like, even if it's my wife, I'm like, look,
Definitely not.
I don't know what's gonna happen in 25 years. You might change your mind, like.
Well, I mean, I guess
Shit
it's a
happens.
story. Your tattoos are supposed as like a story.
Yeah,
right?
but there's a difference between a image
I
of
was
something
a
and a
big,
name. A name
but
don't
I was
say
a
no
big
stories.
part of his life.
Well,
So I'm a part of his story. So I guess that's why he still has
I
it.
guess, but he could add that
I'll,
shit to his
I'll
timeline.
accept it
And
that way.
his timeline would have had 24 hours or something. That could have been the story for a day.
You crazy.
I mean, next, there's plenty of tattoos you can get, but don't do names, y'all. Names is, I mean, depend if it's someone in your family.
do
If
what
it's your
you feel,
family,
like your kids.
yeah,
Do what
family
you feel,
is
people.
good.
Do what you feel. If you want that motherfucker, get it.
Well,
Live in the moment.
yeah.
All right,
Get a
and
good-ass
then
cover up.
17 moments later, you're gonna find out why the fuck did I get this damn tattoo?
Go cover it up.
Go cover it up, right? Get you some. All right, so jumping back into it, let's talk about collaboration.
Yeah.
That's a tough word for artists, first of all. Collaboration. Some people just don't like that shit. But how do you feel overall about collaboration when it comes to, let's focus on like local talent, local artists in the DMV. What is your thoughts on that?
So I love it.
Okay.
I love the local talent, but I just feel like coming from the DMV is so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like we really are crabs in the barrel out here, and it's like we don't help each other. It's
Right.
almost like we see somebody about to get it there, we pulling them right back down. Like, oh nah, he ain't about to do it. So,
Especially here.
You know?
Especially in Baltimore.
but it's like I took a trip in this past summer. I went to Atlanta and everything. I shot a video down there, the Hugh Hefner video I shot down there, and I was just bumping into people, you know, talking, picking their brain. But it's like everybody had some type of feedback, some type of
Right.
support, some type of, you know, everybody had a support team. It's like they move different. And I was like, we could do that here if we stop pulling each other
If
down.
we stop, yeah,
You know,
that's the
but-
problem.
We need to start working together. DMV, we need to work together. Y'all need to stop that bullshit. But, you know, I don't know why it's like this. For a minute, I had got kind of discouraged because I was like, damn, if I can't do it in my city, I can't do it nowhere. But now I'm just like, fuck y'all, I'm going to keep doing it. And
Yeah.
then when I get there, I'll show y'all how to, you know.
How
Where
it's
you
done.
from?
I'm originally from Salisbury, Maryland, but I was raised in like Fort Washington and Akaki, Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got you.
No, but that's the biggest thing is like that annoys me too. I'm not even in the music industry,
Yeah.
and I just get tired of seeing people. But it's the same thing for actors and actresses too.
Oh, yeah.
They just it's annoying that people. And I get if it's not your preference, it's not your thing. That's fine. But the fact that some people are so damn evil and so damn like a backstabber. It's like they just try to go behind you,
Right.
or go around you. And some people you can call your friend, or you can call people you've networked with before, and they care about themselves and where they're going. And sometimes collaboration might take you a little bit further, so you should probably think about doing it. You know what I mean? It's good to have on your record. So
that is true. Speaking of crabs in the barrel, if you could change anything in the music industry, right? Anything, what would it be? You know why?
In the indie
I'm reading the
industry,
questions.
or in the indie, like the indie.
And the part that I mean, even because I know, I'm quite sure how long you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
So you've seen, like, in like the bigger, like the industry and the like the mainstream part and even like indie part. Like, it seems like it's the same type of issues on the beginner level and when you advance.
Yeah. I feel like
what would you change if you could? What would you change?
I mean, I pretty much focus on controlling what I can control. So it's like if what I'm doing ain't changing it, then that's that. I leave it at that.
Right.
Now I realize I gotta focus on doing what I gotta do for myself. So I keep pushing, and maybe I can lead by example. You know, how I link up, reach out, try to get with this artist and this artist and all that. Like, bro, we ain't gotta hate on each other. We can glad we can make this happen.
Right.
I would never turn that down.
Yeah.
So I got my man, like, shout out Fat Mike. Fat Mike, I never seen Fat Mike in person. He reached out to me. We got 2 songs together and all that. I still haven't seen this man in person.
Where's he based out
He's
of?
in the DC area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Never seen him in person. So it's like, we ain't worried about paying each other who gonna do this. It's just like, we just came together and start making music together, and it's a vibe too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And you push out a dope ass product too.
Yeah, it's a dope product, you know.
Yeah.
So
me personally, I would like for it to get back to the talent. That's what I would like it to get, because it's people that really take their time, invest a lot of their time, a lot of their money, because they really love this. Like, this is what they love to do. And then you got some people that just come in just because, just to do it. Like, I feel like a way to really see who is serious about it and who really isn't is if you pay attention to the talent. Pay attention to the talent. And of course, like, the look and everything comes into it, but I feel like now in the industry like that we're in, and even in the music industry, it's just solely based off of how marketable are you. I don't give a fuck if you can rap. I don't care about.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
I don't care. Just are you
that's
marketable? Like, that to me, that if I could change that, that's what I would change. Cause
that's true.
I would say
I was about to get upset.
I like what we are musically though, because there's so many different types of vibes of rap right now.
There is, and there's a lane for every single one of them.
Exactly.
Like, you have your lanes for like folks like Lil Baby or like Dub Baby, and then like, you know, your Juice WRLDs. And then you got Kendricks. You have like Killer Michael. I think he's still like pushing out some stuff. Huh?
Not you. I'm saying Lil Baby is a little annoying. I like Dub Baby. Dub Baby's good.
No, there's a few songs of Lil Baby that I actually like.
Yeah, I like Lil Baby, and I like the Baby too.
They both have a vibe.
Yeah. I don't know. I just wish she was more unique with the names. Come on, y'all. Being more unique with the fucking names.
Everybody
There's too many
is
fucking
a baby.
babies.
What's up, Lyra?
Duh, a little. Like,
and there's so Roddy Rich is like everybody is talking about him, and so I heard this song on the radio, and I was like, just joking. I'm like, who's this Roddy Rich? And my brother was like, no, but it's some like Lil Rod or something. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Rod Wave.
I'm like, God damn, Roddy Rich, baby. Everybody got the same goddamn name.
It's hard to be unique.
Listen,
it's hard.
Rod Wave is the GOAT though.
I don't know who none of these people
you gotta
because they all sound the same to me.
Florida.
Oh, Florida.
Everybody sounds the same. Everybody got the same goddamn name. I'm confused. I'm not young no more. Like, I don't understand. Like, everybody, I'm trying to keep up, but I get confused. No lie. For a long time, I could not tell you who Dub Baby and Little Baby was. I'm like, I don't know who is who.
Dub Baby is the one.
I know who they are now. But like, when they first came out, I'm like, who the fuck are these people? And why do they have the goddamn...
Everything about it.
I know who he is now.
Last part.
But yeah, that's my little. I don't know. It's just I'm just the old lady at this point because I be so fucking confused.
If it got a good beat, that's what it's all about now.
Yeah,
it's about the beat. But well, you tell me. I don't know because you're in this industry. As far as rappers are concerned, do you think it's about the beat or is it about lyrically where you at too?
Both.
Okay.
I mean.
Do you agree that most people though?
Genres inside of rap right now. Like, I can't.
Well, there is, yeah. There is.
All of my stuff is just, it's not lyrical. Some of my shit is just, I'm more known for like the turn shit. I don't know if y'all heard Nasty.
I haven't heard Nasty yet.
Nasty is more of a turn song. It's not like the most lyrical ever. I might say some metaphors or something. I just like.
I can appreciate that.
Right.
Give me a little something I could, But if it's the song with the same shit, you saying the same goddamn thing over and over and over again, I get lost.
It's
like
a little rough
give
sometimes.
me something. Give me a
Kit Kat?
No.
What?
Give me a something I can put under my picture or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
You want a bar?
Yeah, give me a bar or something.
Okay.
Yes,
But-
sir. I got pressure. That's a caption.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, give me
That is.
I can appreciate
That's
the
a whole
shit.
caption.
I'll take something out your song, and I'll be like, oh shit, yeah, and that'd be my caption.
Right.
But if
That's
I
what
can't
people
do
do.
that,
That's
I
what
don't want to listen to your shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I got you.
So we have been talking. We have been talking a lot about like artists that are out right now. Is there anybody who's out or who came out in 2019 who you think like deserves more spotlight or deserves more shine?
Rod Wave.
Rod Wave.
Rod Wave. I do.
Why specifically him? Because you
Yes,
mentioned him as the GOAT, but I'm like, in your
Man.
humble opinion, why is that so?
Rod Wave took me the first time I heard him. My god brother was playing in the car, and it just like it took me somewhere. You know, Rod Wave he'll have you in a mood where you don't know if you want to cry or go ride out on your hops or something. Like he's that type of vibe. You know, so it's like and then he's singing. He actually hitting notes, and still delivering a message at the same time, giving you the whole story. Like it's vivid. You see it. You see what he's saying. So that's why I respect like Rod Wave so much and his movement, the way he's doing it.
Would you say he's one of the most versatile rappers out right now?
One of the most versatile, like latest rappers that I heard.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
What part of Florida
That's
he
what's
from?
up.
Ain't what's his name
I
from
can
Florida
appreciate
too?
that. Now I'm gonna go
Florida
listen to
rapper?
his stuff.
Clearly, because I think that's where he's from, right? Who else is from Florida aside from Florida? Florida's from Florida.
Florida's from Florida.
Plies.
Plies is from
I'm thinking about
Florida.
Plies.
I love
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
I
Plies
love
Rick
is
Ross
funny
is
as
from
hell.
Miami.
Who?
Rick
Rick
Ross.
Ross. Yeah, yeah.
Trick Daddy.
I
I think Lil Duval's.
we ain't talking about Mr. Potato Head
Trick.
now.
It's a lot of
Trina.
He has
I
lupus,
love
bro.
Trina. Let me tell you about Trina. Before there was Nicki and all these other motherfuckers, Trina, she was the baddest bitch. I love her.
But before there was Trina, there was Lil Kim.
Fuck that hoe.
Not
Let me
from,
say something.
Not from Florida.
Fuck that hoe. Fuck her and her terrible plastic surgery. No, Trina though.
Lil Kim,
Yes.
you have blasphemed.
I do not like her, and I would never support her.
Oh my gosh.
Never support her. Never,
We
never,
have
never,
just
never,
become
never, never,
unbenefit.
never. I just don't like. I just don't like
Lil' Kim.
her as a person. It's not necessarily her music. I just don't like her, especially now. She's gotten much worse. But
she got music right now.
Yes, she dropped.
Yes, she
her album.
does. I haven't heard it
I love
though.
her
that was
album.
my question. If you have to question
I love
it,
her
if you
album.
have to question
It's
it,
dope,
then it don't
ain't
exist.
I loved it.
Oh,
I was like, yes, Kim.
I had no idea.
She need to work on them injections before she works on a new album.
See, you worried about the wrong
But
shit.
No, it's
like
like
you
it's
said.
about
You worried- see
visual.
what I'm saying?
She looks like she
You
got
worried
stung
about
by
the
a bunch of
wrong
fucking
shit.
bees.
If y'all-
She got
you
issues.
worried about the wrong
It's
shit.
all about
That's
the
what I'm
market.
saying. And if for me,
But she's not being marketed very well.
Yes, she is.
personally,
I see this all over.
She
my-
looks swole. Like her face looks.
Like, she
That part is true, but she do look a little swole in the face. I'm just saying.
y'all just so hard on women. See,
Y'all.
yes, y'all so fucking hard on women because Rick Ross,
I support
big,
female
fat,
artists.
sloppy ass when he first
Not
came
even fat
out,
no more.
talking about I don't know what the fuck he was
Damn.
talking about a whole lifestyle he didn't know nothing to fucking about. I am not a Rick Ross fan. But
see,
just,
that's where I
it's
like
just
Rick Ross.
The
That's where it
standard
balances.
that y'all put on women is just.
I
Like,
just said Lil
worried
Kim
about
got it
what the
started
fuck
for all
she look
female
like.
rappers.
No,
I
he
didn't,
is-
I
think
didn't, I
it's
didn't
just
talk
big.
about her look
I
or
think it's
nothing
just
like
big.
that. I just said
But
that
I'm
she
allowed
was
to not like a bitch
she was
because I have a
great
card.
lyrically.
I have a card. Trina has good lyrics because her lyrics are always fucking nasty, and that's why I like her. That's why I like her because I like dirty ass rappers that talk about sexual stuff.
So
That's
who-
what I enjoy.
Back to the interview. So who
Is
would
there a
you-
problem with that?
No.
Wait, Dr. K, what you say?
He talking about nasty pressure. I gotta listen to them songs because that's what.
Oh,
That's,
Nasty's
that's
a classic.
See, I'm
That's
gonna
a
love
classic.
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to turn that on in the bedroom. You never know.
Good lord.
Anyways,
never know.
Jesus.
sorry, but
So what?
So who were you least impressed with in 2019?
Yeah, who was not doing it?
Yeah.
Artist-wise.
To be honest, Lil Pump, I don't know what he does.
I forgot. You know, I forgot all about him.
He got
I
one
forgot
song,
he
two
was a
songs.
big.
One song.
Hey, what's that one that the little boy Black China was messing with? I ain't never heard a song from him. What's the little boy? You know I'm talking about, the little boy Black China was messing with. And it's not NBA. He's one of those. Oh, NBA Almighty. NBA Almighty. Like, I ain't never.
He got music out?
I've never heard a song from him. Does he have a song?
He and YBN.
It's sad when you don't know this
I
stuff,
don't
though.
know anything about him.
Did it do well?
I know NBA Young Boy. I know him.
Young boy be
Is
crazy.
it?
Yeah, I know him.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck.
know every little wave that comes out.
Well, and is it big here? Is it big here in the DMV?
As much as he was publicized, I would have thought that I would have heard something. Because he was like,
for the music. He was publicized for extra.
see, that's where he fucked up. That's where he fucked up at.
Well, let's talk about events, okay? So 2018 and 2019 were both, I think, you tell me, I think those are big years for you. Those are big years for you, especially musically. But also you have hosted and been a part of a lot of events. Yeah. So sidetracking from music just a little bit, I want to know, like, when it comes to not just participating or like attending an event, but when you're actually able to host an event, it's a lot different when you're behind the mic. So what do you enjoy the most about being out there with the people when it comes to hosting an event?
It's fun. I just enjoy having a good time overall. So it's like, for me being around the people, that's not a problem at all.
Right.
I'm that.
Because you got the personality, so
yeah, I'm trying to let's throw back some shots, let's get lit, let's turn up here, Juicy J. Let's turn the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. I come in there, I'm trying to just have that good vibe. I don't really care about all the negativity or everybody standing against the wall mugging and shit. Fuck that. We gonna have a good time. We gonna turn up. Let's enjoy it. I'm like that everywhere I go.
Yes, turn something on for me to two-step.
Right.
You know, I bought more two-step than everything. It don't matter what it is. It could be a shit. Throw me on some goddamn
polka music.
Shit, I don't care.
Polka music.
She's still fucking two-step to it.
I think you're feeling that wine.
Even at a funeral.
No, seriously, he ain't lying.
You ain't never take that shot either.
Go on.
I didn't even get one in my wine.
She want one of her wine.
Put me a little.
So talk about, really quick though, talk about some of the responsibilities you have as a host. Because people might think it's just simple. You come in there and just talk behind the mic, but it's not always that easy.
The hosting side is not really the biggest part for me. Like, I do it. I do it, but the hosting side ain't
gonna
really
mix some
my
Crown
biggest
Royal and
thing.
some
You know, nowadays when they say hosting, it could be simple as you being on the flyer,
right?
And you just come and you get a table, and they comp you a bottle or something. And
you get a chance to perform though, right? At the event.
I'm making sure I perform.
Okay,
anyway.
I was gonna say hopefully at least you gotta have that.
I'm making sure I perform wherever I'm at.
Yeah,
What's your go-to though? What's like your recent songs you're going to that you have out that you like to perform? So is Pressure on the list?
Pressure, I haven't performed it yet.
Okay.
I will be performing that this month actually, with my man Harley. You know Harley, right?
Harley Morgan?
Yeah, Harley. So I'm actually a part of Road Agency.
Okay. Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Doing what?
I'm an artist on Road Agency.
See, I asked if you was a model. Let me not talk about it on air.
I'm not. I'm an artist.
Oh, okay. That's why I asked that question.
About his shit.
Before we went on air, this is a couple days ago, y'all. I did ask because I knew you was with Harley somewhere, but I thought it was because you model with him. Yeah. I was confused.
Nah.
Okay, got you.
I've never done any modeling. I'm just
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. But you said Nasty, so that song you perform.
Is
that like the crowd pleaser?
Yeah, that's the one that gets the crowd. Like that's the one everybody knows before right now.
Okay.
So it's like while I got that buzz, I keep that one out there. I keep making sure that's the one they hear.
Right.
Because
we gotta check that out.
The DMV so small. So right now, even though I dropped the song almost a year ago, it ain't really out there. It's just
it's just circling.
Right.
So I want to keep that bubbling, keep that in the pot. So no matter whatever I drop, I make sure that still gets heard.
Good.
That's how I work.
Woo.
You all right?
Yes. So what are your 2020 goals?
2020, I apply pressure all 2020. 2020, I got foot on next.
I'm going to use that on my next picture caption.
What?
Apply pressure.
2020?
No, what he just said.
Oh.
Apply pressure on 2020.
Did you say apply 2020?
I don't know.
Oh my Lord, you feel me?
No. I was just not paying attention at that moment.
Apply 2020.
I'm looking at the
Apply
questions.
pressure all 2020. That's
No,
what he said.
Apply
I know what
pressure
he
all
said.
2020.
Don't tell you what Justin thought he said.
Lord have
Apply
mercy.
2020.
That's what he said. Nah. That's
I
what's
got y'all
up.
lit, huh?
So what does that? What does that entail? What does applying pressure entail in
Applying pressure, you
2020?
just gonna have to see what's gonna happen in 2020, baby. I got some
we just
things
gotta
for
see
you.
it.
You know what I'm saying? February, you gonna see a lot.
Got
February
you.
coming up?
Yeah, February, you gonna see a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's coming up.
yeah.
All right, so what's one thing that you've never done before in life that you always wanted to try?
I want to skydive.
You
I
wanna
want to
do
do
that?
that shit
I
too.
wanna skydive.
I love heights. That's
I
what's crazy.
want to
I
do
would
it, but
love to do
I'm
that.
okay. So I have this thing about free falling. Like I can zip line all
Like the
goddamn
stomach, the feeling in
day.
your stomach.
Cause even with a zip line, at least I can hold. Like I feel like I'm holding on to something.
Yeah.
But just free falling, what
Your
the
arms
fuck?
are just
Like
flailing around.
that's a fear of
Is that
mine.
the
But
one-
I do want to. That's something
You
that
got
I want
somebody
to do
with you
too.
though, right? Skydive. You got people on top of you basically when you skydive, right?
Yeah,
Not
you
just
got
by
like somebody
yourself.
attached to
That's
you.
Yeah,
true,
yeah, yeah.
Cord
but
like
I
that.
can't. I can't. We both falling. We're both falling freely.
yeah, that's
So
true.
like, what the fuck can I grab onto?
Him, put your arms back and grab on.
And
Better
my
grab
mi-
on a guard.
Right.
Yeah.
My mind would be when they try to turn over so that the fucking when
Don't
we
do that.
fall,
You want to see where you're falling to.
no,
Don't turn your back
if
to the
I'm
ground.
falling and he something's wrong with this shit
You
in
hold
my
on to
mind,
him.
you're gonna fall first. I fall.
What you
on
gotta
top
do
of
is
you.
turn around and move your body so he's underneath you now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
true.
I'm saying.
So you
but
squash
that is
his ass.
something that I
Yeah.
want to do.
I would love to do that too. Parachuting. What's that? Parasailing? That seemed like fun. A little
Oh,
kite ass thing you
parasailing
hold on
is
to.
fun.
You did that before?
Yes,
No, wait.
I
That's
did
the
it in
one.
Miami.
That's the one on the water when you're in the water. I'm talking about
That's when you,
Parachute?
hang
turn-
gliding or whatever.
Hang gliding.
hang
With that kite looking thing and you in the air.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I want the little squirrel suit where I could just jump off the edge. Of the
Oh hell yeah.
Yo,
that-
low key,
yeah.
I kind of
Y'all-
like that
now-
too.
now
I
y'all
kinda like
tripping.
that.
I want some wild
You
shit.
just
I
like
need some-
gliding
That's
through
some,
the air,
some
like
Batman
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all,
some time,
y'all
I
are
need some
tripping
crazy
at this
shit.
point.
Before I can do that, I would have to skydive first, so that way I know
See
what
how
it's
it
like
is.
to like be up that high and
Yeah.
like falling.
Hot
Then
air
I can
balloon
get in that
is
little
good.
suit and just start like, you know, doing
Yeah.
all of this Superman shit and like.
That would be more fun. I went on a hot air
That shit-
balloon before, but that shit was boring.
Yeah.
Because you don't move, but like less, negative 2
That's
miles
like
an
being on
hour.
a damn
You don't
Ferris
even
wheel or something.
move.
Like you just up,
You just floating.
Yeah.
So you literally don't feel like you in the air.
you know.
What?
Hot air ballooning. You're just in the air, but you're
I
not. You barely
would love
moving.
to do that.
It's cute.
I would like to
do the
do
private
that.
one where you just with one other
That's
person.
some romantic
because-
shit.
Yeah. If you do the group one, it's not cute.
It's not.
You got like 6 people.
You
bump
do
shit.
know what I
small,
wanna
in that
do?
small ass basket.
Yeah.
I want to do the dinner in the sky in
Oh,
Dubai.
no. Were you sitting on the stools?
Yes, I
but-
want that.
No, that don't seem stable.
Yes, it does.
No, it
I
don't.
know that.
You're
I
at
want
a table like this
I
with
can hold on to
15
that.
people, and you're just like sitting there floating to the sky. What the fuck?
And it's dinner. Like you have dinner. And
No,
you just.
I don't want to sit.
Nah, that's lit though.
Especially if I'm drinking, I have to be secure with like at least a basket has like a border around me. I can, I have
Justin,
to.
you don't have a
lean
choice
over.
because when I get married, that's why I'm having my
I'll
my
meet you on the
dinner.
ground when you land, and I'll have a bottle of wine for you or something.
good,
out on the ground.
gang.
I will say this though. I told you this before. I think a long time ago. The only bad thing, y'all, if y'all do decide to ever go hot air balloon riding, know this before you go. The landing is the worst part.
Okay.
I can.
The landing is the worst part, and unless if you've been before, you have no idea what the fuck to expect. You are going to have to volunteer to be the one.
I'm just imagining.
I was the one to volunteer, and I didn't realize what the fuck I was volunteering for, and I regret it. Because there's like 4 people in a basket with you. Whoever decides to volunteer has to be the one. When you're getting close to the ground, you have to be the one to volunteer to jump out and try to pull the ropes down to bring it to the ground. But it's still, it bounces on the ground, so you're still going up and down, and your feet leave the ground. So I was holding on to the side of the basket, and my feet left the ground, and I said, oh shit. I said, no, look, I done paid like $400 for my death wish because it lifted up pretty high, probably to like the roof of this building. And I'm like, the fuck? And I was gripping my life onto that weaved fucking basket. My fingers were going through the crevices because I was making sure I didn't let go. Yeah, because I didn't know if God was on my side at the moment. I've been bad.
You hit, so you must have been on your
Yeah,
side.
he saved me. But the basket does bounce, and you have to bend your knees and put them against the basket because you can actually. People have sprained their ankles and broke their knees before landing on a hot air balloon. Believe it or not, it's rough.
Well, there was so much danger in a hot air balloon.
You think they'd have a process in place, but they don't. They send somebody out to
maybe some clamps or something. Pull
something.
Down, you know?
Damn, throw some bags over. Like
I would not
10-pound
be
bags or
volunteering
something.
for such
Like
activities.
We can invent that.
damn.
You know, let it take
Yeah,
over.
don't do that.
I'm not volunteering for such activities.
I won't go on one of those rides again anyway. But
I'll go on a trip, but I ain't volunteering for such activities. Somebody else.
or at least have someone else hanging off the other side with me, so I'm not alone. Shit. 200 pounds would be good to help lift it down, but my little ass, I wasn't lifting nothing down.
Well, I'm well over 200 pounds, so I would be a great candidate.
Well, then volunteer
It wouldn't
for
bounce.
Hold it down,
Volunteer
baby.
for it.
I hop out and it's coming down. Just it ain't no bouncing.
All right. They might hire you to have a position with them just to be the balloon girl. The balloon girl. All right, final question that I have for you is, what is the craziest thing you've ever done? And it doesn't have to be music related, or it could be, but the craziest thing you've ever done. Flashback.
Damn. Shit.
It's hard. It's hard. What's it?
I don't know.
It's been that many crazies.
That's what I mean. There's been a lot of crazy shit.
Oh no.
Yeah. I can't determine what's the craziest.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad
I
thing.
never said it was. I just said, oh no.
Okay.
I really don't know. I don't know.
Well, what if I flipped it and said, what is the best thing that's ever happened to you? How about that one?
I think the best thing that ever happened to me is all the bad stuff that happened to me.
Makes sense.
You know, so that's the best thing that happened to me. I grew. So it's like all the fucked up shit I did helped me turn into who I am right now.
That's what I was saying earlier. You grow from what you learn. So
Yeah.
but yep.
I like it.
That's real. That's real.
That's it.
All right, then. So, shout out your social media. Shout out your website where people can check you out, where they can get your music, all of that. Plug them in.
Yes, sir. Lo Pacino on IG, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. I am Rude Boy Low. And for February 14th, make sure y'all play that one thing for your ladies. They need that. Wind her down real nice, you know. Yeah, that's all. Oh, and a lot of pressure coming. All 2020.
A lot of pressure.
All 2020.
That's the
Yes,
hashtag.
sir.
Yes.
A lot of pressure all
Hashtag.
2020. I might have to add that to the hashtag.
Hashtag.
Make sure y'all come out to the show. It's on what's that? February 16th? 19th? Yeah.
February 19th is the show.
Where
Where's it
is
at?
that?
It's at the Fridge in Southeast.
Okay.
Oh, fuck no. Southeast. I've heard about that. Ain't no
nothing
good
wrong
part of
with
Southeast.
Yes, it is.
Southeast is okay. I love DC.
I'm from Baltimore.
I'm from
I ain't
DC,
scared.
so, but I'm from Northeast. I ain't
No,
from
I got
Southeast.
friends that live in Southeast. I'm just
Southeast
joking.
is not that bad.
Come on.
Northeast.
It's
not bad.
Make sure y'all pop out to the
What's the
pop
worst
out.
part of DC? That's a good question.
No
Because
parts.
when I lived out there,
It ain't Chocolate
She
City
said
no
Northeast was
more.
bad too. When I lived out there,
It is so
is Southeast
gentrified.
bad?
Yeah.
It's bad. I mean, it used to be bad when I lived.
Yeah, it's like certain parts of Southeast. But
The West are good. Northwest,
you just
those
said
are good.
automatically. Oh fuck no.
Hey, DC
I
people
love
from
DC.
DC.
I
Can
love
Can y'all
DC.
answer me this? Why don't y'all the word car? There's an R in it. Y'all be like, I'm about to go to the car.
To the car.
I'm about to go to the bar. Where's the R in the word?
You know black people
Yeah.
don't pronounce all
It
that.
ain't no black
Yeah,
people.
Baltimore,
That's
right?
all
Why do
DC.
y'all say ew,
And why do y'all say hot
Two.
blue,
We don't say hot dog.
Doug?
We say hot dog.
What is a Doug?
I don't know what that is. We
My
don't
neck
say
hurt.
that.
Listen,
We do say
it's a
dude,
regional
two,
thing. You know, it's a
you.
regional thing.
You feel me? Like we do say that. You.
Yeah, the ooze I don't like. That's a
dude.
little annoying for
Hey.
me. T. I'm going.
The avenue and the
I don't like
avenue.
In
that.
the avenue, in the
Yeah.
avenue.
Yeah, that's us
Hey,
all day, but we
don't
don't
come for us.
That Doug thing, like that's so that's.
Well,
we
let me
don't
just
even
say
that
this.
no more.
We're gonna end it with this because there's always been a feud between Baltimore and DC. You know I'm from DC. Go Rocks for life.
Fuck
Fuck
no.
Baltimore club music. That
I
shit gives me a
can't
fucking
deal with
headache.
I don't
I
claim
get a
either.
headache. I
can't
love
deal with
Buffalo.
that
What?
I claim
I-
Montgomery
listen.
County.
I got a
I'm a
best
county-
friend
I'm a
from
county
DC.
dude.
No,
And
Go-Go
I
is
see him
the
go
best.
back and forth all the time about.
Fuck it, I go back to
And he
Jersey.
be
That
trying
means I have
to
to
play
pick
that
sides.
shit.
I
And
love
I'm
Go-Go
like,
music.
fuck
We
no.
graduate. Our graduation song was CCB. Like the CCB
lit.
shit. I love Go-Go music.
Let me tell you one song I
It's
do
just
like.
instrumental,
I
like,
like
this is
the
good.
Go-Go version of Hello. I do like
That
that.
one's okay. It's,
That's really great, right?
Hello.
it's okay.
That's the
It's
only
okay.
thing I like.
The Go-Go version
Outside of that,
Hello
I
by
can't.
Adele, like that.
Yeah, the Go-Go version is
That
that's
was
it's
lit.
lit.
Of all Go-Go songs, you picked that one.
It's lit. I ain't even gonna lie.
I like that better
It's
than
good.
the original.
It's,
I mean,
the original.
I would agree with you on that.
I
I
like
agree
it
with
better
you
than the
on
original too, but I'm like, there's much more like Go-Go.
but I don't like Go-Go. So
Oh,
I
okay,
don't like
okay.
Go-Go.
Butterfly
But
was a
if
classic.
for me to say that I like a Go-Go
You know
song,
Butterfly was a
y'all
classic.
take that.
Alright.
You didn't like
and
Let Me
run
See You
with
Do
it.
That Butterfly?
I don't like Go-Go. Nothing Go-Go. I can't deal
It's
with
cool.
it.
I just grew up beating on
I'm not a
positive.
fan of
Haters.
that.
Exactly. That's what it is. My
the club-
I
3-year-old
love it. I
nephew
love that. Yeah.
can make a Go-Go song.
Everybody's
a Go-Go
entitled
hit
to their own
tonight.
opinion. You
I
know?
be
Yeah,
like,
everyone
baby, take
is.
your shit. You know, get your little. You feel what I'm saying?
Can we go out playing some Go-Go?
What is the SpongeBob?
Hell no.
In
we are
honor
going
of-
Oh, the
Diamond-
SpongeBob dance.
In honor
What is that?
of
I know how to do it.
DC.
It's like it's
No,
just like
Rap.
Diamond K, you play your
I
song.
No.
can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it up in here. Bro.
I ain't a fan of that,
It's
but
like-
hey.
That's old though.
You play
I
your
know,
song,
that's old.
Diamond K.
When I hear
Us
Baltimore
going
club
out.
music, that's all I know. I don't know any other.
That
Like,
shit
That's
gives
all
me
you
a
know.
headache.
It's SpongeBob.
It's like
That's
20
all I
minutes. It
know.
gives me a headache. Baltimore club music. It's like it's just too loud.
It just brings back so many memories of my
let me see you
younger
bust a
years.
little club.
All I
music.
do is I only
Two-step.
two-step. That's all
Baltimore
I do.
two-step.
What's the Baltimore two-step? Let me see it.
You want to see it?
Let me see it.
Hey,
We're gonna
hey,
show you
Diamond,
after the
Let
show.
me see that.
Put your song on so I can
We
two-step
gonna-
for
Let
him.
me hear that
Yeah.
real quick.
All right. Well, we actually gonna go out, but we're gonna show how we do two-stepping after the show. We'll catch y'all next week.
I'm gonna stay on IG Live so y'all can see it. I'll stay on
Yeah,
IG
check
Live.
out the IG Lab to
on
watch
live,
behind
too.
the scenes. But we're gonna check y'all out next week, or check us out next week. Actually, next Thursday, we'll give you a little information. But just so you know, right now, next Thursday is our final show with Radio on Fire. Until we transition, I know it's shocking news. It's shocking news.
What?
We do have a show next
You're-
week, but
you're
you
the,
are
penultimate.
one of the
You're
top
the penultimate.
finalists. Yeah,
Yeah.
you are one of the top finalists.
I feel like I'm in power.
We are Radio on Fire is moving to Atlanta, relocating. And they do have an office, I believe, already out in Atlanta, but they are expanding.
A big one too.
Congratulations to DJ Diamond K and his crew
Bang bang.
for holding us down here out the box for a year and a half now since we've been with Radio on Fire.
It's been that long?
Yeah, since June 2018.
Really?
June 2018, I want to say.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yep. So it's been a year and a half.
Respect.
With Radio
Salute,
on
brother.
Fire.
So now I really am in my bag.
So, that's a moment of silence for Jonay's bag. All coins matter, but we will be here next week with y'all for our finale show, and then we will be transitioning to a new network, new station. So make sure you check us out on OTB_radio show or Out the Box Radio Show on Facebook, and stay tuned. Make sure you check in with us because we will be having our new location information posted very, very soon. We'll see y'all next week.
Oh yeah.
Yes, listen to the Go-Go. Woo!
And Lil Pacino, listen to that.
You
shit.
could have at least played Hello. I mean, something that I like.
All right, gang. I love y'all.
Let's go check.